The history of Vietnam. From ancient kingdoms to modern nation, Vietnam's history stretches back over 4,000 years, beginning with the legendary creation of the country by Lac Long Quan and Ao Co, the mythical ancestors of the Vietnamese people. However, archaeological evidence shows that early human settlements existed as far back as the Paleolithic period, with evidence of pottery making and rice cultivation appearing around 2000 BCE during the Dongsun culture. This culture is well known for its sophisticated bronze drums, which have become a symbol of Vietnam's ancient past. The first organized Vietnamese state, Van Lang, was established around the Red River Delta by the Hung kings. This was a period of early state formation that set the stage for what would become one of Southeast Asia's most resilient civilizations. By the 3rd century BCE, the O Lac Kingdom emerged, which later fell to the Qin dynasty of China, marking the beginning of over 1,000 years of Chinese dominance. From 111 BCE to 939 CE, Vietnam was under Chinese rule, starting with the Han dynasty. This period is marked by intense cultural exchange and conflict. The Vietnamese adopted many aspects of Chinese culture, such as Confucianism, governance systems, and language, but fiercely maintained their unique identity. One of the most famous episodes of resistance came in 40 CE, when the Trung Sisters led a rebellion against the Han occupation, becoming legendary figures in Vietnamese history. In 939 CE, Vietnam finally gained independence from China under the leadership of Nguyen, who defeated the Southern Han forces at the Battle of Bac Dang River, marking the foundation of an independent Vietnamese state. The following centuries saw the rise of powerful dynasties such as the Li, 1009-1225 CE, and Tran, 1295-1400 CE. During this time, Vietnam strengthened its identity, expanding southward in a process known as Nam Tien, or the Southward Expansion, which involved the conquest of the Champa Kingdom and the Khmer territories. The Le dynasty, 1428-1789 CE, is another golden age in Vietnamese history. Under the leadership of Le Loir, the Vietnamese defeated the Ming dynasty of China, which had briefly reoccupied the country. Le Loir became a national hero, and the Le Code, a set of legal reforms, laid the foundation for centralized governance in Vietnam. The Le dynasty also saw significant developments in art, literature, and Confucian scholarship. However, by the 18th century, Vietnam was divided between the Tran lords in the north and the Nguyen lords in the south. This internal strife weakened the country and set the stage for the Tay Son Rebellion. The rebellion overthrew both ruling families, but it wasn't long before the Nguyen family reclaimed power under Nguyen An, who declared himself Emperor Gia Long in 1802, unifying the country and establishing the Nguyen dynasty, 1802-1945. The 19th century marked the beginning of European colonization. In 1858, the French launched an invasion of Vietnam, eventually turning the country into a French colony by the late 19th century. The French exploited Vietnam's resources and imposed their culture, leading to resistance movements. Ho Chi Minh, a key figure in Vietnam's struggle for independence, founded the Indo-Chinese Communist Party in 1930 and began organizing revolutionary efforts. During World War II, Vietnam was occupied by Japan, but after Japan's defeat in 1945, Ho Chi Minh declared Vietnam's independence, leading to the formation of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. However, France sought to reassert its control, resulting in the First Indochina War, 1946-1954. After years of brutal fighting, the French were defeated at the Battle of Dien Bien Phu in 1954, and the Geneva Accords divided Vietnam into two parts: the communist-led North Vietnam under Ho Chi Minh and the anti-communist South Vietnam, backed by the United States. This division led to one of the most defining conflicts of the 20th century, the Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975. The war was marked by guerrilla warfare, US military intervention, and devastating bombings. After years of conflict and immense casualties, North Vietnamese forces captured Saigon in 1975, unifying the country under communist rule as the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. The aftermath of the Vietnam War left the country in ruins. The government faced challenges in rebuilding the nation, especially amid international isolation and economic hardship. However, in the 1980s, under the leadership of Doi Moi, renovation, Vietnam began to shift toward a more market-oriented economy, allowing for private enterprise and foreign investment. These reforms transformed Vietnam from one of the poorest countries in the world to a rapidly growing economy. Today, Vietnam is a nation of remarkable resilience and growth. It has emerged as a key player in global trade, boasting one of the fastest-growing economies in Southeast Asia. Despite the scars of war, Vietnam's history of perseverance, from its ancient kingdoms to its modern-day achievements, is a testament to its strength and enduring spirit.